darkest dreams. Few would guess that our fate would be decided upon the Oneric Isles, an almost forgotten archipelago of the southern sky realms. On these uncanny islands, the apostatic union, power-drunk after slaughtering their once exalted gods,
I hit the wrong
maintains
button.
but a paltry presence. Under their negligent
Oh.
gaze, the deep forests and dark places teem with cutthroats, cultists, and worse. In the desolate, endless realm, poor souls languish undying in decrepit mausoleums, yearning for their lost mortality, while the Clockwork Kingdom, ruled by the crooked logic of its manufactured monarch, strives to transform not just the realm, but reality itself. All these regions have their part to play in this unfolding story, but it begins fathoms below, in the Underlands, a ruinous wasteland where none can draw breath for long. It is here that a secret waits to be uncovered by someone whose dreams burn brighter than any. But will those dreams kindle into a radiant destiny? Or will we burn in the folly of delusion?
Wow. I forgot that this had an intro. Anyway, here we are. We're back in the weird. There's so much work to be done. So much work to be done. I don't remember what the hell I did. Oh, right, we went over there. We figured out that that's not real. And we have to go down to the there's a mushroom. It's a giant mushroom. Oh my god, my brain. So we still have to do this. That's sort of the overalling thing. To get to Hallowshire, we have to do what we're on the quest for. Seek a destroyed manor somewhere on the northeastern edge of Hallowshire. Okay, so that's later. So yeah, we're doing this. I don't know why I can click on this and it makes a sound. But yeah, we need to go to a giant sacred mushroom. Oh, I forgot how chill the music is. Oh, it's so good. I did this building right. I must have, because I got that plant right up there, so... Yes, okay. Nope. Alright. What is that? What are those? It's a frog. Ow! Oops. Frog was spitting crows at me. It fucked me up. Okay, let's see. What do we got down here? Nice. Some jitter seed. Stealth is overpowered in this game. The fact that I can, like, sit back and throw daggers at a creature and they don't, like, auto aggro and come straight at me and drag everybody with them. Oh, jeez. Oh, God. What's up here? It's like a standalone island. Oh. No. That's the town. That's good. I need to sleep anyway. Remember correctly, they said that somebody in Hallowshire can give me a map. I think. Yeah, he wants me to do a quest. You! What do you have for sale? Just, it's tea and a potion. Okay. Oh, I can sell this shit to you, that's right. Nice. Now I don't feel bad about spending money. Alright, back to work. What's that? Tee-hee. What is this? My. It's pretty deep. We're really close to this dragon now. It's a little bit terrifying. Hello, sir. The scholar has one eye pressed into his looking glass. As you approach, he squints, takes a deep breath, and suddenly still. Ah! Pleased to meet you! Scholar sneezes. He sprays a thick globule of mucus over his looking glass lens. He wipes his face and looks perturbed. These bloody mushroom spores. Why do I have to be sent to Quill, of all places, to make this damned map? Oh, hey, you're the dude doing the map thing? I need a map. Can you give me a map? Look, I don't have time to... I don't have time to pander to your every want. The chief cartographer needs this urgently. They turn to look at you, then pause, as if realizing something. Actually, you know what? Maybe you can have a copy, as long as you're willing to work for it. I can do that. What do you need? We're making a new kind of map, a magical map that tracks the shifting movements of these islands and corrects itself. The real work is with the cipher spell we're weaving together, but I need someone to go out and anchor the spell to specific landmarks. Take this cartography notebook. When you get to a landmark, equip it and use it to make a cipher chart. The map will show up in your journal. If you obtain a compass, you'll be able to see yourself on the map too. There are 4 scholars working on this map, including myself. Together we cover Hallowshire, the Endless Realm, the Clockwork Kingdom, and Quill. You should also visit my colleagues to see what landmarks they need. The most important region we need mapping is Hallowshire. I'll note these locations in your log, as I'm sure whoever marks them will be rewarded. So what landmarks do you need for this region? He sniffs, wipes his nose on his sleeve, then points to a towering fortress behind you. Well, the first one I was supposed to chart was the old God War fortress over there called Blinding Light. Only I heard it's infested with pirates and smugglers, so I was going to wait until I felt better. He looks sheepish. Then there's another fortress to the southeast of the island, but he sniffs. Have you seen the huge creature, that floating above? No, that one will have to wait. And finally, there's the sacred shroom, as the locals call it, is the northwest. Only that's the largest mushroom I've ever seen, so it would surely destroy my sinuses. Okay. Is there a reward? Well, you'll get access to the map itself, but I suppose we could throw in a few coins for his cipher chart too. And if you manage to map the Hallowshire region, I'll consider giving you a recommendation to the Erudite Academy. Can you see it flying up there in the sky? Being allowed access is a real privilege, believe me. Thanks, got it. Yeah, sure, very well. What is the Academy? The Erudite Academy is the only most esteemed academic institution in the Union. You can see it up there in the sky. It's a flying island that travels around the Apostolic Union to where it is needed most. We've been stationed on these Honeric Isles for the past year, so there's an elevator platform that will take you up to the island, but you can't get it without a recommendation from a scholar like myself. That's all I needed to know. Farewell. Alright, 2 of the places have already been. Eh. He said I had to equip it. Oh, I can use it. Right. Here? Oh, I can. Alright, cool. Alright, cool. A Gucci goo. Jitter seed. Yoink. Oh, that's not jitter seed. It's paradoxus. Paradoxicus. From the other side. Hello? Hello? I would like access to your tower. Oh. I see. Is that the academy up there? Is that what this is? It's a little farm. I don't think this farmer's okay. Skeletons hit hard. Ooh. I don't think this farmer made it. Real shame that. But, you know, moving on. Yeah. Yeah. Damn it. I need a bow. It's a big point of... Oh, that's the mushroom they're talking about. The thing's huge. Got to hit up all these points of interest fast. There's one up this way, and there's this building over here. Ooh. Nice. They have a decent amount of money. Uh-oh, platforming. Blah. I'm the greatest. Ooh! 20 armor, 10 defense. A chainmail hood that fits snugly over the head and shoulders. The gentle clink of the rings fills the wearer's ears whenever they move. Awesome. My first armor. Okay, I've made the proper loop. Nice. What is this? Squirming godlet? A squirming, writhing creature that looks at you with wet, beady eyes, and occasionally squeals with some unknown intent. The various factions of Hallowshire might be interested in such a specimen, perhaps the Apostatic Union, or the Wiccans. Gained poison. So it sounds like I can work for the Wiccans. Stam potion. Wonder if there's... The columns down below had this. Oh, well. The fuck? Nice. Shoots a bolt of magical energy to damage a single foe. Though the Apostatic Union heavily regulates the use of offensive magic, its navy donates huge sums to universities to ensure the refinement of such spells. Hell yeah. My first offensive spell. Oops. Why is there a trap up here? What's the rest of the switches? Okay. I mean, I guess I don't... I assume these just open the door that I broke down. Something has changed. Oh! Oh, okay, well... That's fine. Oh, I did go to that one. Okay. So we're going this way. The sacred wait, what? Someone has scrawled "fuck Engwin" underneath. It's pretty rude. What did Engwin ever do to anybody else? I just realized that I'm like on the bottom of the screen because I'm leaning forward too much. What did Engwin ever do? Except, you know, demand sacrifices constantly. Money. Oh, that's terrifying every time it happens. Yeah. Or... It's interesting that I need 5 strength to break those doors down, but the other doors, I didn't. Find it interesting that it's not like a locked figure. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, so the fact that they don't, like, auto-aggro from a mile away makes stealth super easy. If I had a bow, I'd be slaughtering right now. I do have magic. I wonder if you can get crits with magic. Here we are. Oh, I thought I crashed the game. Oh. That silk was special. That's a big ass room. They make scry shroom tea and stuff, but you know, they could also be making kombuchas. We make those burgies, the burgers with the portobello portobello shrooms as buns. You can see the future for days. Mark your first landmark. Oh, maybe this is why I couldn't see the map, because I'm up here now. So that's where I am. Travel through here. Then I have to go hit the other two fortresses. I've seen the thing pop up saying that there's like an important landmark. Like there's one in the town. I wonder if I have to do it everywhere I go. That'll actually be kind of annoying. Okay, so I have a ladder. I have an elevator that probably won't work. Hello? This place is full of frogs. Ah! Oh, damn, that spell uses a lot of mana. Oh, shit. I have Delusion. Well, now that I have my first offensive spell, time to put stuff into magic. Increase my mana, governs lore, and spell cast. Increases potency of spells and how quickly you can cast upon them. Oh, okay, cool, cool, cool. Very useful. Hard luck. But that's fine, we got it. Delusion. Damn it. Please. It's not that hard of a lock. Oh my god. I hate everything. It's about goddamn time. Oh. It's not from the other side. Man. Shouldn't have even bothered. I didn't even need to do that. It was just a trap. Ease myself a little bit. Bending too far forward. I'm tired. My posture sucks. God gave up on me. Oh. Secret switches. Yeah. No. What the fuck? What the fuck? Ew. Ew, what the fuck? What is happening here? Lost treasure. Oh. Right, where's this go? I'd have to go back and find the other candlestick I didn't get. Ow! Ow! Ugh. Mana potions don't fill up as much as I thought they were going to. Oh, it leads back into here. That's great. Oh, God. Still, as far as I know, I don't think there's any fall damage. It's still freaky every time. My brain just screams I'm going to take damage from this. You know, and or die. Okay, got that one. Oh! Sneaky. Oh, you gotta be fucking shitting me. What was the point of that? Hello? Oh God. The nauseating stench of bile engulfs the flesh chamber. Before you, a huge digestional tract pulsates and throbs with corrosive acid. It would seem as though this mushroom has organs. Lude writhes behind the digestive membrane, clearly in agony. When he sees you, he looks shocked. You! Who did this to you? Nobody. A look of determination seizes Lude. Everyone assumes I'm just a stupid kid, just like Mayor's idiot son. They don't take me seriously. But now I can show I'm worth something. I can save the village all by myself. I found the old Wiccan contract rights stashed in my mother's basement and convinced Emir to help me set it up. But it was me who whispered to Engwin and felt his reply echo through my bones. The village isn't worth dying for, kid. I admire your guts, at least. Quill is dying. Everyone says so. Since Engwin was killed, the soil's drying up. In another generation, there'll be nothing left. This is the only way to save the village. You really want to do this knowing you'll die? I've never been so sure of anything in my life. I want to save the village. I want Quill to live on, even if I have to die. Oh God, what do I do? Ooh. Mmm. They're gods are not nice people. Well, then again, apparently the gods weren't nice people because they had shitty media men. Media men? Medium men? Middlemen. That's the word I'm looking for. They had shitty middlemen. You know, I know what I want to do. And I'm gonna play it the way I want to. I respect your decision. Thank you. I am glad at least someone took me seriously in the end. Can I ask you a final favor? Of course. A hand pushes out of the membrane, slick with slime. Will you hold my hand? Oh God. You nod and take his hand in your own. The sting of acid bites, and you feel him shiver. You stay like this for a few moments, in silence, before his hand goes limp. You realize that Lude is dead. He's got a little mushroom hat. Well, hope the god birthed from this was a better one. Alright. This is indeed the decision that I would choose, because I want the gods back. I want chaos. I want power. They should have killed me when they had the chance. Don't know how the others are gonna take it. Alright then. Oops. Oops. Good, there we go. I think I've cleared this area. Need to go get the other two landmarks and turn this map in so we can get to the academy. I don't know what's at the academy, but I assume good things for me. Ah. Oh, I thought there actually was something behind there because of that divot. Oh, sadness. I've been betrayed yet again. Sprint over here and get this landmark. Your map has been updated. Oh, cute. What is this? That's the snow area. Well, my favorite passerby. I gotta tell you, since that tinkering with the robot made it all friendly, my crop yield's been bountiful. Good. Cool beans. Now we go up here and we get... I notice enemies respawn. Go up here and get the light... Or, I mean, blinding light. Blinding light fortress. And we can sleep there while we're at it. I wonder if you die if you sit under it. Map is updated. Ah, yes, I have all of that of the whole beginning area. Very cool. I have the map of Quill. Damn, I may just going to take a nap. I dare say we'll be leaving Quill today. Quill. Alright, let's talk to the Waymaster. Hopefully this doesn't fuck anything up because I let the boy live. I mean, die. Oh, welcome back. What can old Cool Witch do for you? I visited the Shakish room and discovered what's going on. Was I right? Was there a sacrifice taking place? It was lewd. He sacrificed himself so that Quill would prosper. Cool Witch staggers back aghast. Oh, not poor lewd. I was there at his naming. Looking after that lad like you was... He chokes on the words. Oh, that foolish boy. The harvest ain't worth Angwin's blood price, and I always taught him that. He sighs heavily. Still, I suppose you got to the bottom of what was going on, and for that you have my thanks. Here, take this Union passport. It'll get you through the gate bridge to the south, leading to Hallowshire. Be careful down there, mind. If you think Will's harvests are bad, you ain't seen nothing yet. Hallowshire's in the midst of an awful famine, and it seems the townfolk ain't our poor lewd have a certain ideas in common. Okay, goodbye. Oh. Well. Let's go see what the mom's all about. Now that your son dead. About your son. Oh, so you heard about his passing? She sniffs, tears in her eyes. I just never expected he would do such a thing. Everything I've done here in Quill was for him. To lose him like this, it's just so... She wipes tears away. I'm sorry, but I need a moment to myself. Good luck. I just made you a shitload of money. I heard Quill has a certain reputation for smuggling? Shoots you an angry glance. A lot of folk talk about that. A lot of folk don't know what they're talking about. Sure, a lot of mercenaries set up shop around these parts. And yeah, we trade with them. But here in Quill, we pay our taxes just like anyone in the Union. And that's why Alkowitch went to Ryova to learn about Waymaster and all. His eyes narrow. And if you've been snooping around and seen some things you don't like the look of, I'd advise you to keep your trap shut. I don't pay Nud over there just for his looks, you know. He protects my business interests, hear me? Look, I just want part of whatever you're doing, alright? Give me the good stuff. Alright. I'm flush with cash. The quests here are done. We need to head to Hallowshire. But first, we have to go trade give that scholar the map that's completed now. And I'll be able to go to the academy. I don't know where that is. He just tells me it's floating up in the sky somewhere. Ow. Yeah. Oh, God. My body is sore. I assume it would have been that, but it doesn't look like an academy. And then that island over there looks kind of suspicious. Uh-oh. Oh, scholar. If only if only that beady-eyed creature had run off with my handkerchief. I have the cipher chance. Excellent. With this, yes, these will do nicely. The details here is impressive for one of your limited experience. Please, take this recompense. It seems that you've earned You've accrued quite the collection of cipher charts, doesn't it? I must admit, I'm impressed. Take this, a letter of recommendation that will grant you entry to the Erudite Academy. You should speak with Chief Cartographer. I'm sure he'll have work for someone like yourself. Sure. Where is the academy? Is it this? Ah! 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 You just gotta be fast. No, what is this? Where's the academy? Have a look. Is it this island? Or am I getting, like, super debated and I have to go to Hallishire to get to it? You can see it in the sky. Oh, yeah. Okay. Where? Uh-oh. Oh. It's not this place either. Oh. I don't know where the academy is. Oh, it's that one! Because it moves, that's why it has a propeller. Uh-oh, uh-oh, no. Alright. Let's get our bus to Hallishire. Still can't interact with whatever this is. I wonder what the pros and cons are for being like righteous and or doing what I want to do, being very paganistic. My favorite thing to do in Skyrim, or in Elder Scrolls, is hang out with the Daedric princes. I want to do that here. Oh yeah, you helped him, you son of a bitch. I guess I should come clean and say that if that were me in the Wiccan robes conducting the Wiccan ritual, it were all stuff we found in the mayor's basement, old stuff from before the war and all that. I wanted to save the village and all. I didn't say, but I did say to Lud, do you really want to do this, you know? I never wanted anyone to die over it. Just don't mention me to the old cool witch, will ya? I didn't really know what I was getting myself into. I don't want to rot in some prison cell. Don't worry, I don't care. I don't care. The town will thrive for now. Better start making some babies so that you can, you know, make more sacrifices for the next harvests and stuff. There's not a lot of people here. I think there's only one woman. I don't think they're having a kid anytime soon. Good luck. Alright. Finally getting out of Quill. Hello. Greetings. Bridge is closed unless you're bearing a genuine apostatic union passport. So if your Naga won't get lost. I've got a passport here. Seals look good. I've not seen any signs of magical forgery. Yep, looks like you can pass. Bye. Okay. We're in new... That's that thing. I threw a bomb at this because I didn't know if it was bad or not. It definitely looks bad. What's with the Venomoths? Uh-oh. Fuck. Oh god, he's got a big old mouth. He's a freaking Miyazaki character. Oh. The bugs know magic. What is this hellhole? Oh my god. Oh my god. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. It's locked from both sides. Oh my god. I have to jump this way. I'm so good. I'm so good. Okay. I'm amazing. Never had a doubt. Hello, town. Ow! Nice. I, didn't have my daggers. Nice, nice. More lockpicks. Stamina potion. I like this. It's so pretty. I love wind chimes. Looks like Scry's room. Perfect. Can I walk around this? Nice. Not gonna waste my damn lockpicks on these. Starting to look an awful lot like a smuggling den. Nice. Yes. Delusion. Let's get better charm. Nice. Tea. Interesting. It was like a little shortcut. Where did that go? Oh. Interesting. Cool. Okay. Just a little bit of basic supply, but that's alright. That's alright. What the hell is this for? Oh, that one's different. That one's like green and looks bigger. What's the... What was this little stone totem for? What the fuck is this? Needs a key. It's like a frickin' Fallout vault. Hey, what you doing out here? Hallowshire fields used to be sown with Wiccan seed, for their deities, though diminished, could ensure good harvest. The god contracts were modest, the blood price was equitable. Of course, the apostatic union sniffed it out eventually. They sent over the polymath and her retinue to stamp out any smoldering divinity. and now the common folk starve, and their fields barren and desolate. The Union claim it's in the name of reason and progress. She lets out a discordant sigh. I admit those old Wiccan contracts can be deceitful. Many don't realize the weight of their signature until the curse is set in. But the Union would smother the sky realms in a tangle of bureaucracy until we worship naught but deadlines and shipping manifests. Their only saving grace is their honesty, for at least the people know they are trampled upon. So what about you, stranger? Would you rather be enveloped in a sweetened lie, blissful in your ignorance, or would you choose the bitter truth? The idea of truth is a lie. We are all deluded. She smiles. My mother once told me, there are as many worlds as people in it. I think she would have liked you, stranger. Bye. What the fuck? I'm guessing that's the town. The hell is this? Oh, it's a scholar. The youth is fumbling with a teacup, a spoon, and an assortment of other objects, which all appear to be floating. Goddamn wizards wouldn't know a good spell if it... The objects clatter to the floor. Are you trying to get into the academy too? I wouldn't bother. You couldn't enchant a silk slug to shit gold, and they'd still ignore you. Or you could enchant a silk slug to shit gold, and they still would ignore you. They won't let you in without a recommendation. What's this about an academy? The Erudite Academy. You've not heard of it? Well, right above us. It's a huge chunk of rock overhead. The academy flies over the apostatic union, just so the fancy wizards can gloat at all the poor, talented saps they won't let in. Surely it must do more than that. He scoffs. Well, supposedly they make the most advanced cipher spells in the Union. Riova gives them a free pass to do the kind of magics that would get most scholars thrown in Inquisition jail. Alright, I get it. So why are you playing with all this stuff? Why, these are a demonstration of my most sophisticated cipher spells. See the spoon? He shoves the spoon in your hand. It is damp and sodden. I have created a spell to make any object sweat. Incredible, no? The applications are limitless. I can't think of a single use for a sweaty spoon. Well, that just says more about your lack of imagination than anything else. But that's just one of my spells. See this teacup? Put it to your ear and you'll hear a man crying. That's a real man, though I have no idea where he is. Oh, and this hammer. It's the safest hammer in the world, as it can't actually hit anything. He continues like this for some time. Eventually, you seize a chance to interrupt his monologue. You look busy, gotta go. Get me the fuck out of here. The enchanted mask is deathly still, but its stoic eyes track you as you approach. The Erudite Academy is closed to all but a chosen few. Present your recommendation or leave. Here's my recommendation. The mask is silent for long. Just as you're about to say something, it responds, "Recommendation accepted, you may enter." We did it! To the academy! It's really high. It's really high. Oh my god, this place is really big. Oh my god, this place is huge. I would have been wandering around this for a while. And that's not the town. That's the town. What is that? We're here. Oh my god. Oh. Gain access to the hallowed halls of the Erudite Academy. You have gained access to the Erudite Academy, a traveling bastion of scholarly pursuits. Now what secrets are hidden in the most acclaimed institution of the Apostatic Union? An Inquisitor. The Inquisition agent looks you up and down with a sneer.
A new face. You're not another of those sniveling scholars, are you? This place fills me with disgust, a bunch of egotistical idiots playing with powers they fail to understand or control. But lately, I've caught wind of something that could finally be their undoing. This place harbors a dark secret, and one I intend to uncover.
And what's the secret you're looking for?
I've been looking for dirt on this place for months. The Academy plays with fire. It flouts Union regulations at every turn, though the Council, in their ineptitude, always turn a blind eye. But recently, my equipment detected something, a Class D God entity. Only a faint signal, so my superiors put it down to faulty equipment. But if it's true, God worship is a serious felony. The Council would have to act. If they're really harboring some sort of minor god, it would be well hidden. I could really use the help of an outsider like yourself.
Okay, I'll keep an eye out.
Ah, you are truly a credit to the Apostatic Union. Please return to me if you find anything of interest. The one advantage we have is that most of these blundering old fools don't seem to like each other very much. I've not had much luck talking to them. They seem to hate me as much as I hate them. But ask around and you might be able to glean something I've missed.
Yeah. Except I won't. I just want to meet the god myself. They're just leaving all kinds of shit laying around. Oh, it's one of these things. Oh, a forge. Okay, let's talk to this guy. Hello. The man mumbles to himself and grinds a mortar and pestle. He seems oblivious to your presence until he mutters, "I'll be just a moment, young'un." "I'll be just a moment, young'un." He stares at the concoction of herbs, frowning. Suddenly, he hawks a gob of phlegm and spits it into a bowl, grinds and sets it aside, seemingly satisfied. "Ah then, I'm Don Gee, prime alchemist of this old academy. What can I do for you?" "Can you teach me about alchemy?
Better than most, I'd wager. With alchemical equipment, you can combine ingredients to make new concoctions. Feel free to use the equipment in my study. Now that the Academy has been floating over the Oniric Islands for about a year now, and I've gotten a flavor for the herbs that grow here. Brew 2 eyes of pagans. I already know how to do this, thanks. But there are plenty more potent combinations, mark my words.
Are there any rarer herbs? He betrays a sly grin.
Ah, well, depends on who's asking. That damned Inquisition have banned the use of some of these most potent alchemical herbs, to the chagrin of those who know better.
He leans closer.
But to those who know where to look, you can still find Death's Veil around these parts. It's a shroom that grows from the cursed remains of a corpse. Macabre stuff, but extremely useful. Combine it with an Eye of Pagath for an elixir of restoration. You could be on death's door, but one of those will fix you right up.
Alright, well now I know. Is it possible to make poison?
Of course, mix Eye of Pagath with Jitter Seed, and the latter reverses the healing effect to the former, making the concoction that'll eat through skin. Coat your weapons with that and your enemies will be sorry.
Can you combine ingredients other than herbs?
You can. When an alchemical experiments fail to produce something useful, you'll often get a type of alcoholic spirit. Mix these with herbs and you can make all sorts of beverages. That'll get you right plastered too. The ancient alchemists write of refining base metals into gold. But the art has been so lost forever, erased from existence itself. Such powers were deemed too dangerous and unstable.
Thanks for the information. How did you become the Prime Alchemist?
He is silent for a moment, looking past you in contemplation. I'm from Lundel, a beautiful and wild place where the wind and the rain will shape a man. My father was the court alchemist for the king. He worked with the Wiccans and the local guards to ensure the prosperity of this realm. It was a noble position, and I inherited on my 22nd year. He sighs. But my tenure was cut short by the God War. Lundil fell into civil war, and my liege was slain. The Wiccans became traitors. My gods became outcasts. I fled to the Academy. And a good thing I did. My past allegiances would have made me a shitter. Damn it. No. I fled the Academy. Good thing my past allegiances would have seen me hung by the newfangled Union. Were it not for the protection of this place, I warned there are still some who would wish the fate upon me even now.
Do you know of any unsavory happenings in the Academy?
Well, if there's any wrongdoing, it'll be that blasted engineer up above me. I can always hear her banging and clattering. Tell me, what can possibly be so important as to warrant so much damned noise?
Goodbye, Prime Alchemist. Thanks for the information. I need to mix these with one of these, and I guess the elixir. Exit. The woman tinkers with a small crystal, brows furrowed. She taps at it with a stylus before it seethes with magical energy, and she drops it, cursing. Shit! Gods damn it! I broke my concentration. You broke my concentration. It'll take hours to recalibrate that. She glares at you for a moment. But seeing that you're here, you might as well make yourself useful. I'm Natalia, chief engineer here. Now tell me, How would you like to travel anywhere instantly? Instantaneous travel? Sign me up. That's the spirit. You see, this big chamber here, I had it brought up from the islands below. It's a portal chamber. This tech from the Academy, or it's tech from the Academy, but it's actually pretty old. The Erudite Academy moves around a lot, and it seems one of my predecessors tried to set up this portal network on these very islands a long time ago. It looks like they never got it working, but I think I found the missing link. I've calibrated a crystal to act as a key of sorts. It should activate the portal and allow for safe travel, but I just need someone to test it. That sounds dangerous. Dangerous? The chance of the portal ripping you up and sending your limbs to completely different continents is, it's quite low. I think. Sure, I'll do it. That's what I wanted to hear. See this crystal key? She reveals a glimmering device, a marriage of clockwork and crystals, and hands it to you. This will allow you to activate the portal chamber. Once activated, you can teleport to any of the portals you've found. The only trouble is that I've only found one, but the Academy records state there should be many more scattered around the islands. You don't need to find them all. If you can link this one to a portal chamber in the Endless Realm and another in the Clockwork Kingdom, I'll reward your efforts. Okay. How did you end up here? What, I don't look like I belong here? She smirks. Well, you're not exactly the first to think that. I grew up in the slums of Slev, scraping a living through unsavory means. I always had a knack for cipher tech, and by the time I was a teenager, I was making bombs and traps for a local gang. Well, one day we pulled a heist on a wizard. All went tits up, and the gang scarpered. The gang scarpered. But the wizard caught me. He threw me in his cart. I could have sworn he was going to take me to the Inquisition, have me hang. But he took me here. Took a bit of getting used to. I got into a few scrapes, nearly been thrown out a bunch of times, but they stuck with me. And now it's home. What's with the crystals? The Academy has been tinkering with crystals for as long as anybody can remember. They're technically called epoch crystals. You find them in the earth. They're especially useful for teleportation, levitation, anything that's too powerful for a normal spell. So what exactly are epoch crystals? They form in the earth over hundreds of years. They're actually what makes all the islands levitate. Naturally occurring epoch crystals are embedded deep into the rock. They form where there's been large human societies, or that's the theory. Think of them as like a sort of societal residue. All those hopes, dreams, fears, emotions, some trace of them gets left behind in the crystals. Anyway, they can be conduit for cipher magic. Whatever goes on in the spellcaster's mind when they weave a spell, that can be reflected 100-fold by an epoch crystal. They amplify magic. Okay. You witnessed anything strange or forbidden lately? If anyone's suspicious, it's Don Gee downstairs. He's an old wicked loyalist, don't you know? Now he manages to escape the post-war purges. I don't know how, but I bet you'll find him muttering about the old gods in his sleep. Well, great. Ooh, a shuriken. Oh, I can sleep in this bed? Nice. This place has everything. Now I have a teleportation device. pages of the grimoire crackle with magical energy. A quill rises, quite of its own accord. Before scratching on a page, please write your destination. I have to find the other one. It's back where the blighted castle is, I think. With 3 iron, I can make it a closed helmet. If only I had 3 iron. I need 3 fine iron to make this a better sword. Alright, so these two people don't like each other. What's this now? I sense a secret. What was that? I would have sworn my crosshair changed for a second. Maybe I'm crazy. What was that for? Huh. Okay. Oh, let's check here. So that was a secret. Yep. There's a secret door or room. It's tied to multiple places. Just gotta double check everything now. Some things are more noticeable than others. Another bed. Oh, I saw that in the trailer, the giant spyglass building. What do you call that? Observatory. The Hidden Truth of Cipher by Anonymous. The art of cipher magic is practiced in every corner of the Apostatic Union, based on the learnings of the universities. Yet there is a paradox at the very heart of their scriptures. To speak openly about it will see you full wrath of the Inquisition fall upon one's liberty, and so, for fear of rotting in some dark cell, I must hide the authorship of this treasy. But let it be known, I am a scholar of some renown. It is entirely true that there is a hidden language to the cosmos, a series of symbols that comprise an incomplete alphabet known as cipher. Individually, these symbols are meaningless, but when strung together into lines, they can have profound effects. This is the basis of all magic. But while human scribes must painstakingly etch each symbol, their pens heavy with the import of the task, the gods' very thoughts are writ in cipher and magic come to them easily. Nonetheless, the gods are still bound to the rules of cipher. This was the philosophical justification for the God War, the renunciation of Wiccan's control, and the forming of the apostatic union. For if human and God draw from the same power, the argument went that then why must we submit ourselves to the divine hierarchy? Indeed, the first Union polymath theorized that cipher itself was created by humanity, that in the cave-dwelling days of prehistory, humans discovered a power in themselves and built a language around this power, that etched itself upon the cosmos, as human superstition led them to pray to divine beings of their imagination. Such beings were made manifest from that belief. Such is the reasoning that lies at the very heart of the apostatic union. Man predated cipher, and to defy his supposed truth is to commit an act of treason in the Union. But in the past few decades, scholars have made incredible advances in cipher research. We can study the cosmos with a precision not enjoyed since before the world rend. And what have we discovered? That there are certain rules written into the very fabric of existence. A sentence, theoretical, but very likely to exist, threads itself throughout this world, and every world. The sentence explains the limitations of our spells. We cannot reverse the flow of time. We cannot resurrect the long dead. But most important of all, it was written long before humans existed, and it was written in cipher. By whom? We cannot say, and likely never will, because the Inquisition has taken every possible step to repress this research. I have witnessed my contemporaries disappear, others threatened into silence. I have watched entire library wings burned to the ground. But it is imperative that we spread the truth. An ideology founded upon a lie is rotten to the core. Disappear. Others threatened into silence. Wait, what the fuck? Oh, okay. He just wrote it twice. A Foolhardy Voyage by Stultus Navigatio. As I write this account, my quill wavers in my hand. I can see the skin peeling and flaking from my fingers, blood and pus seeping from the cracks. Before the sepsis sets in, I hope to recount my fateful voyage to the Emberian city of Nodlam. It was my final voyage, and these will be my final words. The expedition was funded by the Erudite Academy. They had us sign numerous documents and waivers, no doubt written from the safety of some Riovan legal office, clearing them of any accountability. I was not perturbed. I thought our success was assured. The vessel we traveled in was outfitted with the latest in cipher technology. We had hired an aetherist who hermetically sealed the thing with numerous cipher words, and provided us with the finely crafted garments that allowed one to survive in the outer reaches of the cosmos. But when I asked the aetherists to accompany us for a healthy salary, no less, he replied, "The Underlands? Nay, I have flown into the cosmos on 6 occasions, and I stared into the inky blackness. I have delved into the dreaded depths of Slev's poison lake and escaped unscathed. I have been to unspeakable places, but the Underlands, I will not go there. We anchored our galleon in the southernmost skies of the Apostatic Union, close to the near lawless archipelago of the Oniric Isles. The galleon's captain was wary of pirates, but I insisted we would be back before the nearby Neuron star withdrew its reddish glare. Our shuttle detached itself from the galleon, shaking as we made our descent through the clouds. My crew sat uneasy as the light faded. In the 400 years since the world rend, few have visited the world's surface and lived to recount it. But our landing was uneventful enough. We opened the hatch to find the glistening bones of a city stretched towards the sky. Huge metal structures arched overhead, supported by girders of an impossible scale that no living blacksmith could reproduce. We set to work examining the ruins. Legends described how the Emberian wrote nothing with ink. They stored their knowledge in vast networks of cipher, accessible to any citizen, so that each and every person was learned as the great scholars or polymath. Lamentably, this proved to be true, for we could not find no book, nor page, nor scrap of writing to shed light on the mystery of their culture. What we found were towering halls once used for some inscrutable bureaucratic purpose, but which now lay overtaken by fungi. We saw evidence of the rail ships that hauled cargo of unimaginable weight, and the great portable relays that were said to have connected every corner of the world. We stared, bewildered, through the eye goggles of our protective hoods. My faith in the wonders of Aetherists' technology was well-founded. The accursed earth could not infect us with its taint. Giggity, so long as our suits remained intact, we were safe, but there was just one factor I had not accounted for. The scream echoed throughout the halls. We spun to see one of our crew collapse on the floor, blood gurgling from his suit. As we made our way to investigate, I caught something in my periphery, too quick to see, and I turned to see another of us standing plainly with no head upon the shoulders. She crumpled to the darkness without making a sound, so we ran. The suits were cumbersome and the air thick with spores. I cannot say how the other crew met their fate. I heard cries, but did not falter in my flight. In my arrogance, I had assumed tales of monsters were but fictions of dying men, for what could survive down here in the wasteland? But as I neared the shuttle, exhausted and terrified, one of the creatures appeared plainly before me. I have heard tales of ghosts, but this was not one. It was a shadow incarnate, a swirling, amorphous presence. A spectral arm emerged from that dread mass, which became a scythe as it swung toward me. I ducked and I sprinted to the shuttle, narrowly escaping this ephemeral blade. As I closed the shuttle's hatch, I could see the creature in chase, and I swear I saw a face there staring at me, not with rage or malice, but with a terrible sadness in its eyes. When I returned to the safety of the Sky Realms, it became clear that the creature had torn a large gash in my protective suit. Over the coming days, I became racked with terrible agony as my skin blackened and split. I exist now, a week since our voyage, in a state of prolonged decay, my consciousness being the last remnant of humanity left in this revolting husk of a body. It will not be long until I succumb fully to the Death's Veil curse. Let this be a warning to those who wish to follow in my footsteps. The Emberian civilization, which ruled every corner of the world some 400 years ago, is forever lost, and to go in search of its secrets is to meet a terrible fate. Damn. Hi. The woman's flesh hangs loosely from her bones. Raptures in the skin reveal muscle, sinew, and patches of exposed bone. She glances at you with cloudy eyes. You're one of the immortals, I take it?
You know, it's rude to stare, mortal. My name's Glenn, the chief historian of the Academy.
You don't seem quite like the other scholars.
Your skills of deduction are quite exemplary, mortal. I am an endless, and so, quite unlike the rest of this bunch, I look like a rotting corpse. But I've also been here the longest. In fact, I've been at the Academy since before any of these scholars were even born.
How'd you end up here?
I left my homeland over 2 centuries ago. Back then, my kind indulged their insatiable hunger by waging constant war on the living. The Cadaver Crusades. It was repulsive, and so I left. I wandered for a long time, half-starved, before the Erudite Academy found me. I think they brought me in more as a research specimen, but it soon became apparent I was a brighter spark than most of them. I became a historian, on account of me being older than most of their books. Sooner or later, my superiors all died, and I'm here. Here I am, chief historian.
And the other scholars accept you?
It varies. Many in the Apostatic Union think us endless should be burned at the stake, but here at the Academy our kind seem to be more accepted. Although, that buffoon Giovanni clearly wants me thrown out with the outhouse slop. When I first came here, I hid my flesh in silks and bandages to hide my shame, but over the years, I ceased to care. If people want to gop, let them gop.
Thanks for indulging my curiosities.
That's quite alright, mortal. Most of your kind just scarper at the sight of me. Think I'm infectious or something.
Can I ask you about some history?
Of course, mortal. I've read every book in this place, and let me tell you, most of them are wrong. I should know, being older than the world rend.
But can you tell me about the Union?
The Union is a relatively young conglomerate of states. It was formed 40 years ago, when the victors of the God War unified under one banner. But the lands that make up the Union can trace their history back 400 years. When the survivors of the World Rend fled to the Sky Realms, there were feudal kingdoms then, allied to the Wiccans and their gods.
Keep listening.
Vienna has always been a diplomatic hub. Its principal city, Riova, is now the capital of the Union. Lundell is a noble land full of castles and wind-swept plains. Beyond is a place of culture and learning. The best universities, the best theatres, the best wines. And lastly, Slev is the northernmost land, and a cold, harsh one at that. Its cities are rife with corruption and gangs. But half a century ago, the rulers of the lands chose to break free of the Wiccan covens. Astoundingly, they chose to fight their own gods. And even more astoundingly, they won. And the Apostatic Union was born.
Tell me about these islands.
This archipelago, with Hallowshire at its heart, is known as the Oniric Isles. To the east of the Hallowshire lies Cardova, more recently known as the Clockwork Kingdom. To the west is the Endless Realms, where my kind originate. But these islands have not always existed together. Islands in the Sky Realm drift with the current, and if you go back 100 years or so, neither Cardova or the Endless Realm were part of this archipelago.
What about Hallowshire?
For many years, Hallowshire has existed as an independent territory, in league with the Wiccan cult of the Worm, who worships the fertility god Pageth. But recently it has been absorbed into the Apostatic Union's borders, making it the southernmost territory of the Union. As you have no doubt noticed, there is a great deal of friction between the locals and the Apostatic Union soldiers. When the townsfolk have relied upon the god for so long, they don't take kindly to having that god suddenly outlawed.
Tell me about the Academy.
The Erudite Academy is over 200 years old. Unlike the other universities in the Apostatic Union, it is not tied to a single state. It exists independently. For much of its history, it was a fringe establishment refusing to align with gods or Wiccan covens. In fact, many of the treaties and polemics that laid the ground for the God War originated from this very establishment. And so, it should come to no surprise that since the inception of the Union has favored the Erudite Academy with high-profile commissions and secretive projects. As you can see, the Academy exists on a flying island. It moves between territories to where it is needed most. We have been stationed on the Oniric Islands for about a year now.
What can you tell me about the distant past?
Well, that's quite a question. I will try to be brief. For most human history, civilization thrived far below, on the world's surface. Feudal kingdoms flourished under the patronage of powerful gods, and the Wiccans mediated between the mortals and the divine. But the advances in magic and technology led to the rise of Imperium Empire. Huge cities spread across the world, linked by unfathomable spells, and the Wiccans fled to the Sky Realms. And then, of course, we had the World Rend 400 years ago. We cannot say exactly what the World Rend was, only that it destroyed the world's surface and forced humans to flee to the Sky Realms. Believe it or not, I was alive during the World Rend. I remember an intense flash, a burning heat, and a terrible sound like 1,000 screams. Our island crashed into another during the commotion. I have known nothing like it.
Okay. Have you heard of anything untoward going on here?
Oh, this place has secrets, that's for sure. There's a chamber underneath this building, accessible from the garden outside, that I've seen someone entering in the dead of night. There's no doorway, though. I've seen a number of suspicious candlesticks laying around the academy. Mortal wizards do love to hide their dirty little secrets with enchanted candles.
Oh, that's it. Oh, okay. Thank you. My voice is dead now. Why did I choose that voice? Why did I do that to myself? What is wrong with me? What is wrong with me? Oh god, there's another man to speak to. Jesus, okay. Hello, are you Giovanni? Yes. As you approach, the man's face contorts into a ghoulish expression. Really?
This is what passes for a scholar these days. Please refrain from getting your muddy footwear on my flooring.
He turns away and sighs.
Well, seeing as you're here, perhaps you may be of some use. Back in Vena, I had 12 servants in the damnable place. Nary a soul will lift a finger to help. Perhaps you're different. I am Giovanni Bori, of the Bori family. I'm destined for great things, father says so. But for now, I'm merely chief cartographer of this wretched place.
What does the Academy do with cartography?
Traditionally, not much. It's a rather menial task for navy vessels and merchant map makers, but the trouble with living on floating bits of rock is that they have a habit of moving around. And old maps become useless, so the Academy is working on a more inventive solution, like a magic map. Haha! You are one step ahead, I see. Because the central islands of the Apostatic Union are held fast with powerful magic, they've not been much need for enchanted cartography until recently. You see, the Oniric Islands lie on the fringes of the Union territory. They drift apart, crash into each other, even break apart. New maps are produced and circulated all the time, but even so, captains can't rely on them out here. So the Academy is working on a network of cipher spells to track the island's movements to update the maps instantaneously. Rather ingenious, wouldn't you say? Of course, the scholars here do all the clever calculations. I provide the impetus.
How'd you become the cartographer?
Well, it's a funny thing. I had no real interest in maps before this position. Fiddly things, wouldn't you say? All those tiny drawings, and so easy to get them in the wrong way around. But when Father decided I needed some academic experience to continue my political career, the only position he could wrangle was chief cartographer of this dismal place. Honestly, I'd much rather been an Aetherist commander. At least, neuron stars are a bit more fun. Anyway, might as well make the best of it, I sent out our junior scholars to map these Oniric Islands. This may be a dreary backwater, but at least there are discoveries to be made. Okay. Witness anything weird? What was it? A sudden interest in the integrity of our establishment? If I didn't know better, I'd say the Inquisition agent has you under her thumb. He flashes a smile. No matter. Between you and me, my allegiances lie more with the Council and their Inquisition than most of the dusty old codgers in this place. I'm sure they're floating Union regulations left and right. Flouting Union regulations left and right. I'd check the Aetherist fool up in the tower. He's always prattling on about the importance of the cosmos and how he fled out into the night sky before most of us were even birthed. If anyone's a rule breaker, it's him. Okay. Oh, that tower. Oh. It's just an old storeroom. They have more masks. Oh? What the fuck? A divine captive. You've entered a secret chamber in the Erudite Academy, which contains a captive god. After a little rooting around, you also found a journal belonging to Jerome Verrier, the head aetherist of the Academy. You could confront Jerome at the Observatory Tower, or take the evidence straight to the Inquisitor who lurks around the Academy. It's a
four-legged vagina. What a great god. Yo, this game looks cool. This game is cool. It's a bit simple, but that's kind of the point to it, because it's supposed to be based off like it's supposed to be based off old school RPGs of the time the graphics kind of look. And I really dig this game so far. I'm really loving it. This is interesting. This is not what I was expecting for a minor god. Cool. Let's go talk to Jerome. I'd rather not get the Inquisition involved if I don't have to. Ah. Whoa. What a beautiful view. Oh, it's turning. Jerome, I presume. The old man is hunched in his chair, wheezing heavily. Each breath reverberates like a broken machine. Suddenly, it stops altogether. You wait a moment, then another. Reach to check his pulse. He lurches awake, his eyes peering through a mound of wrinkles.
What's the whole integrity? Are we out of the orbit?
I think the whole integrity is fine. He is still for a moment, blinking.
Oh, apologies. I thought I was back in the cosmos for a moment there. I am Jerome Verrier, the head aetherist of this place. Pleased to meet you. So, you want to go into the cosmos or what?
What is atheology?
Atheology is the study of the ether. It is the noble art, one of the oldest. We track the neuron star, behold the beauty of the infinite cosmos, and even travel there ourselves. But this newfangled union would rather throw a coin at mere rudimentary magic. Cipher spells that help trade, war, expansion. The youth of today have their eyes on their purses, not the stars.
How long have you been an atheist? He chuckles.
Oh, that's a question. Before the God War, before the forming of the apostatic union itself, I was the atheist and beyond. I was captain of my first cosmos vessel before I was 20. Would you believe that? It's a dangerous business, visiting the cosmos. The air is very thin. Cipher seals need to be kept in the ship together and prevent leaks. Complex magic recycle the air. One faulty spell, one flaw in the cipher, and your whole crew could die. But oh, the beauty, the majesty. To be out there witnessing the throb and pulse of the neuron network firsthand. Oh, there's nothing like it.
Can you tell me about the cosmos?
As you leave the planet's atmosphere, you see it. The neural network, the cosmos. On this planet, we have hundreds of neuron stars, as you know. The one here orbits these islands every 12 hours, then glows red. Others glow blue, yellow, purple, varying sizes and orbital trajectories all over the globe. And they're all connected by synapses, but those synapses also stretch out to the neural network, to the cosmos. And when you see it, there aren't just hundreds of neuron stars, no. They fill your vision. They never end. We have with magical means peered inside the fabric of the very skulls. Our minds look just like the cosmos, an uncanny reflection we have been debating what it means for 100 years, but truly, your guess is as good as mine.
Okay. I found your god. He grimaces.
I clearly didn't hide it well enough. Its name is Xanarib. Xanarib. Must be one of the last gods on Union soil, I suppose.
What were you gonna do with it?
Oh my, it's a fascinating research, if I do say so myself. As you are no doubt aware, gods draw power from human belief. Devout followers like a source of food for them. So I've been examining this process. Gods do not have organs, simply a nucleus surrounded by strange matter. This turns out to be remarkably similar to the human mind, full of neural synapses. The implications are astounding.
Is it safe to harbor a god?
Oh, it's quite safe, I assure you. Before the god war, Xanarib was the god of revenge for a nearby village, but I've muted its power with cipher wars. Just last week, and that oaf Giovanni lost my favorite pen. Not a moment after I found out, he stubbed his toe and was in quite a lot of pain. If Xanarib was at its full strength, I'm sure Giovanni would have fallen out of the window to certain death or something. In fact, thinking of it, maybe I muted its power a little too much.
I found your journal and it's fairly incriminating.
Oh, yes, it's true. The apostatic union has outright banned this kind of research even in the academy. The fools! Do they realize what could be achieved if they did not run from what they fear? Please, I would ask you return the journal to me, and forget this whole business. If the Inquisition were to get their hands on that journal, they would punish the whole academy for my deeds.
Here you go. He grabs the book hastily. Have you got a license for that god? Is the achievement I just got.
You have my sincerest thanks. I will see to it that Xanarib is relocated as soon as I've finished my study. It's you again. Wait, who are you again?
Farewell. He's got a little balcony. Nice.
Delusion.
Oh, really close. I'm one delusion away. My voice is 100% shot after all this voice acting. I'm not used to talking this much. Eventually, all the voices are just going to sound the same because I can only make one voice. Okay, well, I think I've completed this place. This was cool. Also, if I find other teleportation spots, this place has a forge and an alchemy bench and a bed, so this makes for a good base.
You're back.
Why do you hate the Academy so much?
Do you know what cipher magic is? It's the act of altering the very language of the universe. Yes, it can prove useful in certain situations, but if misused, it has the potential to destroy the fucking world. Again. If you ask me, the fact that we let this gross abuse of reality take place in the universities is bad enough, but at least the Inquisition can keep those fools in line. But this place, the Council in Riova has waived all but the most severe restrictions on the Erudite Academy research. Forget the Wiccans. This damn place is the greatest threat to the Apostatic Union we face.
Okay, bye.
Oh god, we're really high. I really want to jump, but I won't.
This game doesn't have autos. I can't quick save. If I could quick save, I would jump. Oh, there's like farms out there. Oh. Yay, back into the world. Give my throat some rest. Ah. Yeah. The hell is this? Nice. Well, I'll take that. 5, mate. Is it Wiccan like a real life religion? Yes, yes it is. Oh. Oh. Shit. That is a 6. That is a 6 lock. That is insane. I will just go around. Give me your silks. But yeah, Wiccan is a real life thing. They do exist. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh. I know that their practices aren't very common these days for obvious reasons. Christians don't like them, and they kind of killed as many as they could at some point in history. But I do believe there are still, like, actual practices. I don't know where. But very similar to, like, the church and the Temple of Satan. Which the church and the Temple of Satan are different. I believe the Temple of Satan is the one that's not actually, like, crazy. Oh. Oh, that's a gatehouse for a different place. Dude, that place looks crazy. What the fuck is that? Money. Hello? There's a secret here. Ooh, nice. Fuck yeah. Fine ore. I don't know if there are different weapon types. I'm pretty sure there is. I've seen a bow and a dagger in the trailers of this game. I don't know if there's like other major melee weapons like maces or anything like that. But I've kind of been putting all my metal into what I have. Seems like the most prudent idea. Ooh. Another one of these. Oh, what's this? It's another Inquisitor.
You're the one they sent from the 12th Tribunal. Look, I told my handler if it's just a Class F gauntlet, or our tribunal has this under control. No idea why we have to wait for some fool from the branch of prisoners to misfits. He shrugs. I made no offense.
Well, I'm gonna look into it anyway. Oh. Mark it on my map. Where the hell am I? I'm over here. Okay. A Class F Gauntlet. This is a cute little place. Oh. You got a key? You fuck. Alright, I guess I'll be coming back here. Oh! That could have been bad. Okay, so... I definitely came here the wrong way. So let me go backward. Yeah, because I came in through that. Oh my god. Okay, well, oh god. Oh jeez. We're fine. Everything's fine. I still don't know if there's actually fall damage, because I've fallen from great heights and been okay. Oh damn, it's already midnight. Shit. It's fine, it's fine. We're gonna go a little bit longer, because I want to. That deactivates? I activated that last time. I'm gonna stab your butt. I stabbed your butt. He had a weapon. He was a smart one. Ah, yes, okay, so... If I activate this, which I saw out the window. Oh, there might be one more. There's probably one more of those somewhere, and that will open this, which leads the back where I came from. We've got this. Leads to Mushroom Kingdom. Let's unlock that. And then we're going to backtrack a little bit. Somebody at the academy was talking about teleportation devices, and I know where one is. Vaguely. I kind of remember where it is. And it's way the fuck back here. I can go unlock that, and then TP back to the academy. Then I can call it there, and then tomorrow we'll get our butts into Hallowshire. Maybe we'll get to Hallowtown. I do really like this game, though. I like the exploration. There's a lot of good, like, exploration. Even if all I'm coming across are a couple of coins, every now and then I come across Delusion, which is super delicious. Okay, where was this? So, I think it's on the other side of the wall. One of these traps is fixed, the other one is not. What? These came back! I did these! Ow. I guess traps will reset too. That sucks. Traps hurt. That chitter seed didn't come back, but the eye did. There it is. It's up there. Shit. Ooh, Paradoxus came back. I find it crazy that the neutron star is a fucking synapse. It's like the crazy thing I've been told so far in this game. The sun is actually part of a neural pathway. Huzzah! Holy shit, it's instantaneous. Hey. Okay. Easy peasy. I'm gonna sleep because I took a lot of damage. All right. Well, shit. What the fuck? What? I haven't died before. What is this? Welcome to my prison, human. The words smash against your skull with dread potent. With dread portent. There's no mistaking it. You're speaking to a god. Ah, I sense it in you. That abject horror. That searing shock. Your heart beats so fast it might burst, human. Am I dead? The entity laughs. Great pulses of eldritch energy reverberate through your bones. No, human. You are not dead. Not yet. You were moments from death. I plucked you from certain peril, as easily as your kind would pull a weed. But it was not an act of kindness. I require something in return. What do you want?
Vela Calmos, in her arrogance, chained me here in shackles of a void steel. I wish to be free, and so she must die. You hunt Vela, correct? Without my aid, your mission is futile. You will surely meet a gruesome demise. So I will save you. I will pluck you from the precipice of oblivion again and again until the deed is done.
Who are you?
How times have changed that a human would ask such a thing. There were times in the past when my shrines were in 1,000 settlements, when every Wiccan knew my name, when my mind was wrung with the prayers of your kind. I will not stoop to introducing myself, but know this. There are still those loyal to me who preserve my hidden shrines. It is to be places that I will summon you should your death be imminent.
How did Vela capture you? Or why did she capture you?
Why else? She craves my power. I am unique in the pantheon of major gods, as I can sense the moment of one's demise and steal them from their fate. But in her arrogance, this was not enough, for I cannot revive someone who is long dead. There are no gods who can, save, perchance, the dreamers themselves.
So, if you have any knowledge of Lovecraftian, eldritch gods and the top of the class of the hierarchy, Azathoth is the big daddy of all gods. He is presumed to be the god that birthed all other gods, in a sense, and the chain goes down and so on and so forth. Azathoth is called the dumb blind god. He is a god who is constantly asleep, and it is said that reality itself, everything within it, anything that is real or dreamlike or anything, all substance in our universe, in our reality, and in every dimension within it, is because he's asleep and dreaming. We are all part of his dream. And if he ever wakes up, all of existence will cease to exist. So when he says that the dreamers themselves might be able to pull somebody out from long death, my brain immediately goes to something that powerful. Something that is asleep, that has created anything and everything of all existence. Something so powerful that if it were to wake up, everything would cease to exist in the fraction of a blink of an eye.
So she kept me chained here. Such is the sorry state of the world, that no followers came to save me. Not even the Wiccans came to my aid. Damn that cursed god wall.
Okay, goodbye.
Remember our bargain, human.
Dude, I will totally set you free. You're fucking awesome. No, you've got a lot of legs. He's fucking cool. He's like Grave Lord Nito. He's just a bunch of bodies put together. Ah! So, I was just leaving. Sorry. Oh. Oh, okay. I remember that door. Okay, cool. We got our glimpse into how the fuck that works. Unfortunately, I'll have to TP back to the academy. This might be faster. What the fuck? What are you doing here? You guys are supposed to be all dead. I'll take your lockpick though. Oh, I didn't want to go in this one. This doesn't go where I think it does. And now we've learned that there is fall damage. to get to that. Say the only real unfortunate thing is that the fast travel is very limited. How long will you be staying? Spend 10 days. Oh, okay. It's been 10 days since I woke up as a prisoner. What the fuck is all that? Ooh. Just a mana potion sitting out in the wilderness? We get to this. Oh, we're here. Hello. Why the long face? A creature looks at you from sunken eyes. It shifts behind its massive jaw. It appears physically incapable of lifting its head.
Be still, human. Only those who embrace their wretchedness may claim their second self.
Wait, what's a second self?
Long ago, the goblins of this forest perpetuated a heinous evil. To this day, their kind still bears the burden of this guilt. So they carved themselves a new self, in the form of a mask. When the goblins wear these, they appear to be altered. If it is by some magic or merely an act, I cannot say. We all carry some guilt, human. If you wish to acknowledge your own wrongdoings, you may claim a mask for yourself.
I have embraced my wretchedness. May I pass? I have to have a charm of 50. Who are you?
I am one of the last of my kind. Most of us were killed long ago, and those of us that survived are forever cursed. As you can see, I possess no grace. If I were to stand straight, my neck would snap. Moving even small distances is difficult, but still I breathe, and that is enough. I have found peace in the forest, and the goblins protect me.
Okay. I see. So if I get a mask, I can get through this door. But I need 50 charm. Or I could do this. Oh. Or I can't. It was a good try. I just want to keep playing, but I need to stop. There's just something else around every nook and cranny. I don't even go in the right way. Who are you? Ow, fucker. The Apostatic Union now considers you loved? Well, they're gonna need to. I'm gonna do so many bad deeds. I don't even know who the fuck I just killed. They were just, you know, mean. Ooh. I like glimmers of delusion. Oh my god. Okay. Cool. Well, we should probably start making our way to, the Hallow town. But like all RPGs, I'm getting backtracked. I'm getting distracted. God, the problem with the map is I have to find landmarks to actually unveil map. Hi. Hanging out? Okay. Oh, that way, that's the Endless Realm over there. Emberian Ruins? And Hollow Town. Okay. Hello, sir. Do you see the huge statue outside? It's an ancient Wiccan artifact. It was built long ago before the world rend, back when only mad occultists dare set foot in the sky realms. They may have been erected to mark an important Wiccan ritual site, but that is only a theory. Wiccans often disguise the truth of things with powerful magics, so it's incredibly hard to tell for sure. Okay. Thou hast giveth me an idea. Delicious. Red key. An old metal key red from oxidation. Unlocks the dilapidated manor at the foot of the Great Castle in Hallowshire. Oh, I think that's the manor I need to go to for another quest. That's very fucking fortunate. Let's see if this works. You can't handle the truth. You have the truth has been revealed to you. I don't know what the truth is. I don't see anything with this relic. I thought I was going to drink that and something out here was going to change, but nothing did. The sky is pretty. To Hallow Town. The Wobbly Noggin. Oh damn, you're hanging out too? Some sort of guard. Is this the Wobbly Noggin Inn? Calling all denizens of the apostatic union, our land is beset with the most terrible famine. Can you sit idle while your crops fail and your loved ones perish? We all know who is to blame. The god worshipper. The cultist. Far too long have they uttered their dread prayers from the fringes of society, bringing terrible omens upon the land. Our polymath humbly requests the aid of every denizen in this matter. Visit the Apostatic Union's council building in the center of town to inquire further. To be sold, Thornwood Manor. A 200-year manor, once stately and fine, that has fallen into disrepair. The manor grounds comprise of an entire island just off the south of Allowshire. With the right investor, it could be a thriving estate once more. For inquiries, visit the clerk in Hollowtown. That sounds like a house I can own. That would be nice. I have money. Not a lot of money, but I have money. I see these. I'm getting these. They're just daggers. Just daggers. Alright, I hope there's a save crystal in this place. There's a secret down there. Yeah, that leads into the town. It looks kind of cute from here. I like it. Alright, this is our last stop for today. We're gonna get in here and look around. They've had one too many. Why should I rest often? Right. If you're in this game, if your stamina goes below half, you get fatigued. And by half, I mean the yellow bar down at the bottom left. It depletes when you use it, and then the maximum amount you have depletes over time. And if that reaches half, your stats take a hit, and it will fuck with everything. It's got a 12-hour pulse cycle, and most of the shops close when it's dark. Goodness. There's a save crystal.
Welcome to the Wobbly Noggin. If you're in need of rest, we've beds and ale aplenty.
You know of any work going?
Well, I've heard Vernon Burwig's looking for adventurers. Not sure what he's after, but he's the richest man in town, so I dare say it's worth a punt. Go to the Winged Merchants Guild on the main road if you're interested.
Oh, they have a merchant's guild here. I would like to buy a drink. Fine wine. If you're looking for cipher wine, we have a short ever since Clockwork Kingdom shut its borders. Oh, that's in the game. There's background noise coming out of the left ear, and I thought it was like dogs barking outside my window. That was confusing. A drink such as this would be a prize in the glittering sky halls of Ryova. It should fetch a pretty penny on the marketplace. With the Postatic Union's insatiable thirst for the stuff, it's limited farmland available in the Sky Realms. Most alcohol is fermented through alchemical means. Foul booze. Although you would have thought few would drink such stuff, the tangled alleys of Ryova are proof to the contrary. When that flying city sways, a dozen drunks empty their stomachs. Okay, well, why? I see the door right there. Beer. I don't know what beer does for me because it doesn't really say, but I have some. Nice. One last attribute for the road. We'll get more charm. Charm has to get to 50. I don't really know if I'm gonna get that anytime soon. So stick for 20 in that. I need to increase my lockpick too. You're the guy I'm looking for. Let me just have a look around. That's probably the bedroom. A Guide to the Oniric Isles by Niccolo Lopo. It was a sweltering day in Ryova when my editor burst through the door. The twin star of Vena were dancing high that day, bathing the city in searing yellow haze. "Niccolo," he yelled, after nearly dislodging my front door from its hinges. The impact of his entry had caused my house to sway, suspended as it was, like all houses in Ryova, from the interconnected web of pulleys and cables and bridges that kept the city aloft. "You are going to the Oniric Isles," he declared. "Your ship leaves tomorrow." I must confess I was taken aback. The periodical I wrote for, the Weekly Whale, was mostly concerned with the petty dramas of Riova's wealthy elite, with little penchant for travel memoir. But then the proliferations of cipher-based periodicals with their self-updating calligraphy was making my editor nervous. He had clearly decided that sending me to the arse end of nowhere to my certain demise would titillate our readership and bring in coin. Many citizens know of the Oniric Isles only from fairy tale. It is a small archipelago of little political import drifting around in the southernmost edge of the Apostatic Union borders. While its central region of Hallowshire saw fierce fighting during the God War, it has only recently been absorbed into the Apostatic Union territorial sphere. What both excited my editor and perturbed myself was the inaugural wilderness of these strange islands. They are illuminated by a single neutron star, which orbits close to the islands, dousing them in magenta light. The Wiccan coven of the Worm has long squirmed in the dark recesses of Hallowshire, and has caused nothing but a troublesome for the Union forces stationed there. Similarly, the historic lawlessness of that place has made it a dark haven for smugglers, pirates, and brigands alike. Meanwhile, beyond the Union's territory lies even stranger islands. The archipelago's western edges are home to the notorious Endless, who feature in many whispered old wives' tales, but have rarely been glimpsed by mortal eyes. The eastern islands, mind you, are very different. The realm of Cardova, which famously declined to enter the Apostatic Union's Commonwealth after the God War, has been found there. Its exact relocation cannot be dated, as is so often the case with islands drifting unrecorded through the sky realms. But the strange, complex machines that are being constructed there have caught the attention of many of the Union scholars and aetherists. To travel to such a place, then, was a folly of the highest order. Indeed, I would have turned down the venture in an instant were I not facing imminent bankruptcy. So with a heavy heart, I accepted and began to pack my things. These volumes, originally published in my column in the Weekly Whale, recount my foolhardy venture into the strange and dangerous Oniric Isles. No. Recollections from the God War by Juliana Liddell. Before our airships rose a writhing mass of flesh taller than any tree, any structure, any living thing. It filled the horizon with a ghastly form. A hand rose to thwart us, or should I say, many hands, for the thing's flesh bubbled and boiled with minute approximations of the whole. Its arm was made from many arms. Its screaming face was countless gaping mouths. Yeesh. The captain's voice bellowed across the dark. Being no Navy woman, I cannot recount these orders, but the ship began to lurch to the side, a futile attempt at evasion. With an almighty crash... Ow! I'm reading! Dongo, what the hell? Hi, Dongo. How you doing? With an almighty crash, I was flung against the ship's bow. We spun in freefall. Through splinters and dust, I could see the other half of the ship. We had been split in twain, and the ground was rushing to meet us. The ship exploded into fragments as it struck land, but I did not feel the impact. I levitated just inches from the wreckage, a glow encircling me. I could see the hand of an erudite academy scholar buried in the rubble. It twitched, and the glow flickered, and I fell safely to the ground. I know not who saved my life in place of their own, but I think of them often. Hi! Welcome. This game is weird. I love it. The creature towered above me, staring with many eyes, howling with many mouths. These were the closing months of the God War, and the Wiccans had become desperate, faced with their annihilation. They had embraced practices that had long been forbidden. Whatever lurched towards me had once been a god, though it could not be called that any more. As it raised its arms to strike me. Its bulk blocked the light of the Neuron star. Against my better judgment, against the very ideology to which I had committed myself, I uttered a prayer to my family's patron god, a god I had seen cut to pieces not a month before. Who knows, maybe some vestigial remnant of that god yet remained and took pity on me. A hideous noise erupted from the monster. Its flesh had always shifted in some eldritch pattern, but now it appeared to flow like liquid. Huge chunks of it began to drop to the ground, exposing glimpses of a skeleton. Whatever spell the Wiccans had cast, whatever power flowed through this entity, it was failing. At the moment our sister ship burst from the clouds at blistering speed. A dozen cannons erupted into fire, and it farted in the general direction of the monster's mouth, which hastened its death even faster. And the creature rippled with explosions. A voidstone lance, itself the size of a small vessel, was flung directly into the monster's skull. The thing buckled and bent under its own weight. It appeared to be melting. The skin tore round its neck, and its head bent back in an unnatural way, eventually dropping to the ground. I would later discover that it crushed a nearby pub. After a few moments, all appeared to have left the steaming mound of flesh and bone. So that's what this giant skull is? It's the skull of the dead god that had many eyes and many mouths. Secret. I'm actually full of lockpicks for the first time. Oh, I never know if that's gonna kill me or not. God. Alright, here's some more dialogue. The man drums his fingers on the table as his eyes dart around. His eyes? Both of them? He does not look at you as he speaks. Begone with you. I'm waiting for someone. That person is me. I'm with the Inquisition. His eyes snap towards you. So you're the agent. Must admit, I expected someone a little more... He spits. Inquisitorial? I'm a confessor, more of a prisoner than an agent. He laughs, but his eyes stay on you. Ah, so you're the Confessor Division. That explains it. Those bastards, they mean to insult me by sending one of their expendable rabble. They've hunted me for years, and now they don't even deign to send an agent. He looks around. At least not to my face. No one expects the Spanish Inquisition. He hisses, teeth gritted. So out with it, Confessor. Has she found it yet? Is it alive? What are you talking about? For a moment, he simply stares at you, brow furrowed. Ugh, they really haven't told you anything, have they? I may as well be speaking to a silk slug. Do you know at least where Vela is? She escaped on a sloop. He nods. That sounds about right. She'll have gone to the Underlands, to rendezvous with any dark stars that are still loyal. He gazes out the window pane. Of course, the question is where. The Underlands are far larger than the Sky Realms. She could be anywhere. How do you know she's gone there? She hunts something there. She has done for years. Something of terrible power. I can't tell exactly what it is. Only that she plans to use it to meddle with reality itself, which could be, the doom of us all. Will you help me find her? That's the deal I've struck with your Inquisition, isn't it? Hunt my former comrade and my Dark Star crewmates for the polymath's pardon. After that, I'll be a traitor to everyone. He sighs, leaning back. Well then, Confessor, we may as well get to know each other. What did you, he waves his hand around, do before rotting in a cell? I was an adventurer. Ah, free spirit, how delightful. It must be nice to set off alone, going where the wind takes you, huh? Of course, I've been known to plenty who've done that and ended up clutching their spilt guts in a ditch somewhere. I reckon you should count yourself lucky. Anyway, it doesn't matter now. You've lost it all, hit rock bottom. That's something I can respect. He smirks and raises his drink to you. As for myself, my name's Jack Basalt. I suppose you've heard of me. He takes a sip of his tankard. I've not heard of you, no. He chokes on his drink, sputtering. Well, I guess not everyone here has heard the stories, huh? For a time, I was the most respected captain in the Union Navy. I took orders directly from Admiral Coloz, Vela's father. And for 5 years, I trained Vela aboard my ship. When Vela defied her father and fled to becoming a mercenary, I followed. I gave up my ranks, my station, my ship, to spend the years cavorting with the Wiccans and the pirates. Shame of the Union Navy, they branded me. He stares down into his drink. But I kept her safe. Was that not also my duty? You trained her? Aye. Vela and the Imbarian. Though they'd been schooled at the academy, their father wanted them to sling their hammocks and tie their knots like regular sea dogs. And so they did. Through blizzards, cipher storms, cannon volleys, those sisters thrived. Until the Daishan massacre. May Cool, hello. Welcome. He thumbs the rim of his drink. I won't speak of that here. Not here. But that was the day Vela decided to leave the Navy and her father. That was the day we became mercenaries. So why are you hunting her? You have to understand, I love that girl like she's my own. I've seen her grow from a headstrong child to a fierce captain, and there was a time when we were sailing together as the Dark Stars, when I thought she might be the greatest of them all. So to see her fall into barbarism and villainy, it's been hard. I can't abide by what she's done, or by what she will do. She seeks to save us, but she'll likely doom us all. So I have to stop her, you see, for her own sake. Alright, so how are we going to find her? You're asking me? As I said to your masters, I can provide not but shreds of information. You have to do the rest. What I have for you are 3 names. Names of former Dark Star mercenaries who left Vela's crew after the mutiny. Together, maybe the lot of us can track her down. So what is this about a mutiny? A few years back, Vela found a map. A map that pointed to something impossible. She used it to make a heaven of the Skyrim Rails, she said. Change the fabric of reality. No folk don't know poverty. Or so folk don't know poverty or injustice or even death. I'm sure she believed it. Believes it still. But for a lot of us Dark Stars, it scared us witless. You just don't go meddling with things like that unless you want to die screaming. We tried to convince her. to make her see reason. But she took us down into the Underlands anyway, on that mad pursuit. So we mutinied, and the Darkstars spilt their own blood on those sky ships. In the end, Vela escaped, and those loyal to her. The rest of us scattered to lick our wounds. A wicked time that was. Tell me about these mercenaries. First, there's the Emberian. Called that 'cause folks say she's the last of their kind. Of course, that's pure squid shit. If she was an Emberian, she'd be 400 years old. I've heard talk she's somewhere in the Hallowshire. Next, there's the Endless Duchess, a powerful cipher wizard. She went back to her ancestral home in the Endless Realm, and like all those you'll find there, she's cursed to never truly die. He smirks, which means she really is hundreds of years old. Finally, there's Caxton Frost, a genius of the Clockwork Kingdom. That man could engineer a skyship from a sack of junk. Last I heard, he returned to his homeland. And you're sure they'll help us? Am I sure they'll follow you to their captain's deaths? Of course not. You're a fool. They'll probably try and cut your head off. But if you want to find Vela, you're just gonna have to ask nicely. Okay, got it. You lot must have captured Vela's fortress, the Blinding Light, correct? I heard the cannon fire from here. Tell you what, I'll head there myself after this little chat, and if you find any of those dark stars, send them there and all. He affixes you with a grim stare. And that thing Vela's looking for, she mustn't use it. Nobody must ever use it. You hear me? If you've any sense, you'll make sure it stays buried down there. He shifts and suddenly nervous. Right. Well, I think we're done here. May cool. I'm doing great. I'm loving the game. Loving the game. That's all. I gotta go. Alright. We have our next quest chain, which is fuck you, go find them yourself. Great. My favorite. It's almost night. Oh, should I just get a bed here at the inn. Alright, guys. Alright. We're gonna sleep. I'm gonna save. I'm gonna call it for the night. My voice is shot. Come up here, and I think this is our room. Yes, it is. Damn, this is the room we get? This is awesome. Look at that. It looks like my mother. You get to sleep in an old god's skull. I'm sure you probably get nightmares sleeping in here. Alright. And with that, I'm calling it a night. Thanks everybody who stopped by and hung out. Thanks for being here. I'm going to be back tomorrow night. We'll be playing more of this, most likely. Because I really just want to keep playing. But I have work tomorrow, so I need to go rest. So yeah, thanks for being here. And we'll be back tomorrow. And I'll see y'all then. So take care now. Goodbye. Bye, everybody. See you tomorrow.